What's up, guys? We are going into a battle between 1C soldiers for a level 4 clear, all missions. We should have a 5-turn clear, maybe 6. It's no items, no continues, clear within 12 turns. And we're going with a water team. Now that we have Tifa's upgrades with the 150 amp and the 8 times chain cap, I wanted to test that out on this fight, or try it out. But anyway, got Sergeant, built a nice Tifa for us, and this is the party we're using. Nicole's here for the field and just buffing. Lulu's here for the human killer and breaks. Esther's here to Omni cover. Chizuru's here to support chain and for some buffing. And Tifa's just here for damage. So we'll go through gearing real quick. So Nicole in the base form. Actually, we don't need any provoke on really. There is some, we're covering physical with Esther on turn 1 and Omni covering on turn 2. So it really doesn't matter who he targets. Actually, I guess it kind of does. We'll go ahead and put provoke back on. I don't know, because he's shifted and we do fine. So we'll just leave it. So no provoke, just death immunity, mana cost reduction, Riku's pouch for eccentric. What else? Some Esperfill, just to summon Leviathan on turn 1. Then shift form, just a lot of MP cost reduction. So yeah. And then an MP card. It doesn't have to be Dazzling Demon, as he's not doing damage. But as far as the boss's actions, it does a lot of physical, single target, and AoE, some fixed physical, physical with death, AoE, death. It's only a 50-50. Well, it's 100% that he casts it, but it's only a 50% chance of death. But just to, deal with that, we have everyone death immune in both forms. He does, at most, 2 magic attacks that can be nethicided. So if it really came down to it and you didn't have Esther, just bring like Runda and Zon. Zon can multicast his nethicite skill. You'd have to check the wiki to see which turns he only casts once and which turns he casts magic twice. Just so you don't kind of overdo it, because we are using some magic skills. But anyway. So, yeah, there's Nicole. And he's starting in the base form. Lulu did build her for damage. Honestly, don't even need to build her for damage. She does have manufactured nethicite. If you don't have that, you can use Sword of Kings. But yeah, so just built for damage. Totally not needed, but death immune. Esther, base form, Sword of Kings, dual wield to help with some LB fill, Blizzard Orb for countering and death immunity, her own Trustmaster for the Trustmaster passive, and she's full evasion in both forms, and gave her some Ice, Fire, and Dark Resist, a little higher on the Ice, Fire, and Dark Resist in the shift. Still full evasion. And Blizzard Orb for countering, counter materia, her own Trustmaster, and just some bulk. So there's that. And she's starting in the shift form. Chizuru starting in base, Obsidian Bracer, Death Immunity, and some Esperfill. Cool smile card. Totally. Tifa's doing all the damage. Shift form, she has a water element weapon just to build the chain quicker. Death immunity. Just, again, a lot of attack, but totally not needed. And she's at... Where's she at on Maneater? Full Maneater, full LB. So there we go. Then Tifa, base form. Really all that matters is Titus's spirit and Titus's garb. And There's no death immunity in the base form. She doesn't need it until turn 2 anyway, when she's shifted. So, yeah. A lot of this is from an old build. So, what's important is Titus's Garb and Titus's Spirit. And then shift form, death immunity, and max LB against humans. And she has Cloud's card. You can just put a high attack card on her and just make up the LB damage and human killer somewhere else. And Surginx has a similar build. Titus's Spirit and no Titus's Garb in the base form. That's fine. Shift form, death immunity, and max LB against humans. So we will get into it. So again, Esther starting in the shift form with her Trustmaster equipped for her preemptive cover, and starting in the base form on everyone else. Alright. So Nicole this turn is going to just cast Eccentric. Actually, we'll summon Leviathan instead. So Nicole's going to summon Leviathan. Lulu is going to cast Nethicite, because we're getting dispelled this turn, so we don't want to bother with too many buffs. So Nethicite from Lulu. Esther is going to the base form, and she's just going to cast Power to destroy Nethicite. So now all that we have to worry about on turn 1 is physical attacks. Chizuru this turn is going to Katana Imperil, just put up a barrier and focus strength. It's an undispellable 400% attack buff. And then both of the Tifas are just going to Titus's Spirit. Okay, and we got dispelled there. Okay. So this turn, Esther is going to shift. And the boss dispels himself, or his own debuffs this turn. So we don't want to go too ham with the really strong breaks from Lulu. But Esther is just going to, I guess, do some LB fill. Actually, we don't even need that. We'll just, I guess, stat buff. Where's she at on her LB? We'll do this. We'll do Storm Guardian for mitigations, Energizing Bunny, just to fill her LB back up, and then Omni Cover. Lulu can LB for some Man-Eater and some breaks. Nicole is going to Eccentric. Chizuru is going to shift and LB. And both of them are going to shift and LB. And we're just going to Spark Chain all of them together. If you Spark Chain them, like, the Tifas come in like right at the end of Chizuru's chain. If needed, Chizuru does build the chain kind of quick. If you can't Spark Chain them all together, I would say just send the Tifas and then Chizuru immediately after. So here we go. Okay, it's fine. So we cured his own debuffs. Lulu is going to put up her big breaks this turn. She's going to get down. Just time to get down. Submerging Zone, I guess, and Flood. Esther can go to the base form, and Actually, we don't even need that from her. We'll just wait on Esther. Actually, we'll just LB Esther just to do something. Just refresh her Omni cover. The Tifas can do all of their Magnuses. And Chizuru can fill her own LB back up. Just devastating Samurai Slash. And Nicole this turn. What are we on? Turn 3. Nicole can... What is LB with Nicole? Shifted LB. Yeah, we'll shifted LB with Nicole. Okay, so Lulu is going to SLB this turn to refresh the human killer. Tifas are going to LB. And Chizuru is going to shift it LB. So same thing, we'll just spark chain the entire back row together. Alright, Esther's going to the base form where she's just going to normal punch. Yeah, just to fill LB a bit on the Tifas. We are going to... Basically, all we need from Nicole is True Enhancing Stance for the 30 LB fill. And he can do whatever. I guess we can do a water amp on one of the Tifas. And don't really need to imbue water per se. Actually, hey guys, sorry that the video cut out. We were on turn 4 and deciding on Nicole's actions. He's going to water imbue just because Esther's going to be chaining next turn, so we want her chain to build a little quicker. So, water imbue, LB fill with True Enhancing Stance, and then just a water amp on one of the Tifas. Hey guys, I screwed up the timing on the chain there, so I had to cut the video, and I quit the app and reloading turn 5. So turn 5, we are going to, actually we will Staunch Samurai Spirit with Chizuru for some LB fill, just Strong Samurai for some buffs, and then Eastern Winds. Since my Tifa is not full, we're just going to punch with Esther, just to top her off. And just keep in mind that you do need Esther's Trustmaster passive active to be able to do that. It's base form, her normal attack fills LB for everyone. So now we're going to burst again with the Tifas. We'll just LB both of them. So all the buffs are still up. So Nicole is going to triple Flood. And Lulu is going to triple Flood. So it's only a 10% stat buff on the boss. So if you see that, don't freak out. It's not that big of a buff. So we are going to send the Flood Chainers, wait a couple seconds, and then send the Tifas. So not 100% familiar with the Flood timing, but hopefully this works out. And there we go. Probably could have sent the Tifas a little sooner, but all right. 5 turns with Tifa. Oh, and to note also, I have my Tifa set as the leader. She has 100% buff, but still not as strong as, Rain's 500% buff for FFBE and fire, but it's, this was as quick as some of the Rain clears I've seen. So, shout out to Tifa, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, understandable. I had a little bigger amp on that final burst turn and Titus's Garb in the base form, but... So, anyway, yeah, should be all missions. Yep. There we go. So, and again, I mean, this is just kind of wanted to see what Tifa's capable of, and, she seems decently strong. Can't wait for her to get a leader skill, so... And with that, I'll sign off. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.